you have been doing period drama. You did you also did Taj, and then this. So you have been doing these kind of period dramas, and now Heeramandi. So how was the experience?
Yeah. Heeramandi was an incredible experience. As I mean, I think it's every actor's dream to work with a director like Sanjay Leela Bhansali. He creates such beautiful, immersive worlds. I think he gets the best out of his actors. Everybody who works with him is kind of challenged to do their best. He also has he also creates very, very memorable heroines. I mean, all his characters are memorable, but his heroines are very, very special. I think they're always spoken about. In this there were six heroines, each very unique, each very beautifully, each very sort of unique in their beauty, in their fearlessness, in their agency, in their vengeance. In and I think that's what made Heeramandi so special. That there are so many stories to tell, and each about a very, very unique woman. And Sanjay sir really gives a lot of dignity to his female characters and their stories. He believes every woman, despite where she comes from or whatever her context is, deserves to be treated like a queen, and her story is worth telling with a lot of dignity and a lot of pride and a lot of so I think to be a part of Heeramandi was a huge blessing, and to be with Sanjay sir, to absorb from him, to surrender to him, to learn from him was incredible, and I feel very blessed for it. I love Sanjay sir, and it was amazing working with him.
And I think that is the reason that the show is getting such a good response. Yeah. So
I mean, I think Sanjay Leela is somebody who should be celebrated not just by our country but by the world. He's a filmmaker who loves what he does. He lives, breathes, eats cinema, and I think that's why he creates legacy. Whenever he makes something, it's always legacy.
If we talk about your character, Bibo Jan, and I was reading one of your interview only where you said that you were not allowed to have the lunch breaks also for while preparing for your character on the shoots and everything. So how much it was true? I would like to know from you. Like,
no, I think people love to take things and create a little more drama out of it. That's actually not what I said. I said there was one particular scene that I was finding a little difficult to get into the zone. And Sanjay sir actually very, very lovingly, we did 2 takes. He very lovingly took me aside. He, in fact, made everybody leave. He said, I just give me some time with her. And he spoke to me. He spoke to me about a time where, what it would have been like for a girl like Bibojan to give up everything and to believe so, so, so strongly in her destiny and in her, in and to face her destiny, and to be so courageous, and to actually in each girl like Bibojan changed the destiny of this country, and what it means to be a hero like that. So he spoke to me like that. And it was very beautiful what he said, and I was very moved. My heart was racing, and I said, sir, can I shoot? And he said, no, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and let you think about it. You think about it, and he laughed and he said, just don't eat lunch. And I said, okay, done. And so everybody, so we came back after lunch break, and I came and I did that take, and it was okayed. And I think it really says a lot about Sanjay sir, because it's how to get it out of them. And he challenges us, but also does it with a lot of love and a lot of understanding and a lot of care. And this is what I said.
Right. And so Bibojan is fights for the freedom of the country. She uses the money that whatever she's getting for the freedom struggle and everything. It's a very strong character. So if I ask you, I mean, like while playing such a character, how much it went on while preparing it emotionally, physically, everything, how much it was challenging when you were portraying that role on screen?
I mean, I believe in surrendering. I surrendered completely to Sanjay sir. I surrendered to his vision. I surrendered to his script. I surrendered to his thoughts, his heart, I mean his love, and what it is that he was saying. So every time, that whatever nuances he wants, Sanjay sir speaks from his heart, and he speaks very beautifully. I would just listen to him, and I would absorb, and I would in fact like just I felt so lucky to be able to listen to him and to be able to be, taken into this journey by a creator like him. And I think so on set, I can't say, I can only say that I surrendered, and to surrender to somebody like Sanjay sir is very effortless, because he's a bhandar of knowledge. um
Correct.
and also he is a bhandar of emotional depth. So that's very, that for me was amazing. But I feel the preparation for me actually was just making sure that I speak Urdu in a way that seems to be something I'm born into, because my natural language is not that, of course. We had Munira ma'am on set. Sanjay sir, gave us time with Munira ma'am, and she was our diction coach, and she was very particular about our pronunciation. So that was part of my preparation. My other preparation was, I've learned Bharatanatyam since I was 5. So that is what is my muscle memory. And so to break that into Kathak, that and also authentic Kathak, not the kind, old Kathak, not the kind of Kathak we see today, not the kind of lip sync that we see today. This is a girl at that time. The way that they danced was very delicate. There was a lot of nazakat. There was a lot of bhav. It was more about bhav.
Ah,
Um, and again, I had Kruti Mahesh was our choreographer. Sanjay sir was always guide. He has a lot of knowledge on music and dance forms. So that was my preparation, to make sure that when I come on set, I can take the direction, I can take choreography, and I can, do it to the do it and make my director proud. Because the thing is, somebody like Sanjay sir, with his knowledge, he has so much belief in you, and he he wants you to he wants you to be at your, I mean, he wants you to perform to your potential. And I think that's really, really valuable, because it's so easy to, just I, I don't know, for if when somebody believes in you so much, you want to see them happy, you want to see the twinkle in their eye, and you want to do them proud. That is the first step. So my preparation was that to come in a way that I can take all the direction, that I can take the choreography, I can take the direction, and I can make it seem effortless, because that's very important. Because for an audience to then feel what I'm feeling, I have to belong, I have to flow, so that it reaches you.
yeah.
And so as a director is always looking for the magic, so to surrender to that magic, um, a little bit of back end preparation is necessary of this kind.
So if you talk about this show, because whenever we are doing any show, any movie, anything, so there are certain things that goes with us even after we have done that show. And whenever we are doing a period drama, there's always a learning process. We learn something. So what you are going to take, along after this show, even when this show is done, what is the memory that will remain in your mind? You know. So if you could just share about it.
I think it's not just period dramas. It's when you do a film. I think that experience, especially for me, because I'm completely a director's actor, that experience is very valuable to me, and I consider myself very blessed to have been through that experience. Because great directors, they're not even. I mean, they of course share. They're very generous with their craft and what they give to you, but they're also very generous with the love that they give to you, and they almost dream for you, so I think that's a very, very valuable thing. The most valuable thing, of course, is Sanjay in this experience. Everybody asks, what would you have taken from set? And I always say Sanjay Leela Bhansali. He's very precious. Mm, I feel also the fact that Sanjay Leela Bhansali created Bibojan for me. And Bibojan is such a beautiful, Bibojan is grace and fire. And the fact that she has such a beautiful heart, but that beautiful heart makes her do something that is unimaginably fearless and courageous. And to create that arc and to give that life to me to live, I think was so valuable, because today when I'm getting all the love and all the feedback and all the way that people are speaking, and the it's just very overwhelming, and I know that it everything is because Sanjay sir created this for me, and I'm very grateful for it. And honestly, when I'm on set and when I'm performing, I'm not thinking of the end result. I'm enjoying my moment so much that, and I'm enjoying what I'm doing so much that I'm not thinking of the results. So when I'm sitting here and listening to all the stuff, and listening to all the praise, it really makes me feel blessed.
Right. And if I talk to you about your journey in the industry, how you look back at your journey in the industry? There are many
I
ups and
never
downs.
I
Yeah.
never look back. I always look forward. There's so much to look forward to. And yes, there's always struggle. And for me, there has been a struggle. But for me, it's been very important to listen to my heart and to do whatever I do with self-respect and dignity, and to do it with a lot of love. I only know how to work like this. I know how to work from my heart. And I'm again lucky through the struggle that some of the most legendary directors of this country have found me, have worked with me, have challenged me, have nurtured me. So I can choose to complain about what is not, but I choose to celebrate what is. And I feel very blessed for it. And I will always work like that. Now I have Lioness coming up, which is an Indo-British production. It's a very powerful script, headlined by two girls, Paige Sandhu and me. I'm prepping to go to Cannes with L'Oreal. So it's all very exciting, and I'm looking forward to many exciting things and exciting times. And I know that the universe's hand is on my head.
So if I talk about one director you would love to work with, like, are you going to name any one person like you feel like, okay, that person make me, what I got in the industry, or the kind of break you got in the industry, you want to credit someone,
Sorry,
you would like
I
to
didn't.
credit someone, I mean, like as a mentor, as a person who inspired you, and any one director you love to work with.
There were three people whose films I saw as a little girl, and in order, I will tell you, it was Mani Ratnam's Bombay. Then I saw Sanjay Leela Bhansali's Khamoshi, and then I saw Rituparna Ghosh's Chokhir Bali, and I was mesmerized, and I wanted to be cinema. And I mean, I guess little girls' dreams are very powerful, because I became a Mani Ratnam heroine. I became a Sanjay Leela Bhansali heroine. Of course, Rituparna Ghosh is not with us anymore. So that dream remains unfulfilled, but his films had a huge impact on me. I have a wish list of directors. But I hold that list very close to my heart, because I believe that only when it happens is when you should speak about it, and that's what I'll do.
So you work in this Heeramandi, you work with a number of big names like Manisha Koirala was there, Richard Chetta was there. So while working with these names, while actors, you also learned something, imbibe something from these actors while working with them, and how much it helped you as an actor, and how was you?
I
Yeah.
It was very valuable for me to work with incredible people. Also, it was surreal to for me to work with Manisha ma'am, because she was so much a part of, I mean, she was a part of that dream, because I saw Bombay and Khamoshi first. Um, Sonakshi, Richa, Sanjida. I mean, there were so many people on set who were incredible. And also, like a lot of people ask all of us this question about, six leading girls in a film together, and, how was that? And I'm like, we're all human beings. We want the best for each other. We want, we want to be friends. We want to get along. We want to work together. And we did. We wanted each other to shine. We wanted to shine together. And it was amazing. I mean, and just being on set, and I, as Bibbo Jan, I got lucky because I actually got to work with almost everybody. Um, and it was amazing, because you actually learn so much from them. And Manisha ma'am, for example, she's such a kind, gentle soul. She's so, she's so loving, she's so encouraging. There'd be days when, we're all on set, we're all together, and she'll come and she'll give you a hug and she'll be there for you. It was really incredible. And also watching her transform into Malika Jan, for example, she's nothing like Malika Jan. Even Sona, she's nothing like Faridan. And just actors who give themselves completely to the character and transform. And it's beautiful to see that, and I really, I really cherish the experience of working with some incredible people. Richa, I was mesmerized by, what she did. Sanjida, I mean, incredible. Of course, Charmin plays my sister, and that was fun. And the banter offset. Taha is wonderful. Fardeen, sir, I mean, it was like, wow, I get to be, with Fardeen
Yeah, I
Khan,
was
and
coming
he's
next to how was it
literally,
for
he's
you?
everybody's crush. Like when we were doing interviews, everybody would walk on and say, Fardeen, so we have a crush on you. I'd be like, wow. So yeah, it was really, really fun. And I think we were also very, very secure, and a lot of credit goes to Sanjay sir, because he creates that world so beautifully, and each one of us got to live a full life. And I think that's wonderful.
I'm saying share your, like, how would you describe how it was to work with Sanjay Leela Bhansali in Heeramandi, the overall experience of working with him?
It was incredible. I love Sanjay sir, and I think that he's so generous, not just with his craft, also with his heart. Whatever he says to you, because he says it from his heart, it is very precious to me. It's very valuable. And he challenges himself more than you can imagine. He challenges himself first. He wants to find the magic in everything that he does. He wants the best of each of his actors. He wants us to shine, and he lays it out for you. He gives you the best of everything: the best set, the best costume, the best jewelry, the best technicians, the best DOP, the best choreo. I mean, everything is the best, and he gives the best of himself to you, as an actor. And I feel very blessed for it, because people talk about how he challenges us, but I always say, but he challenges himself the most. He eats, breathes, sleeps cinema. He's thinking about his scenes non-stop. There's always music running in his mind. When he directs a scene, it's almost like, music comes to life, because there's a musicality to what he is doing, and it's so beautiful. And his knowledge of dance, music, art, embroidery, you name it, and he knows it. Yeah, and just to be around a person like that is incredible, because like you get to observe and learn, and he's very generous with what he gives you. And I think that's a very, very beautiful quality, you know. Um, yeah, and I love Sanjay, so what else do I say? I mean, I feel very lucky to have been picked twice, and I hope many, many, many more times.
Yeah. I know, I mean, like going a little bit off track, and this is something personally I would like to know, but this is a very good, I mean, like in a very happy, good time for you. You have been engaged to Siddharth. So, how is life right now? If we talk about you with, how are things? How is with Siddharth?
It's great. It's absolutely fantastic, and I feel very lucky. But this whole thing is for another day.
Yeah, and at last I would like to know about you, some of your future projects, if you just.
So I have Lioness, which I'm looking forward to. It's an Indo-British production. It's the first Indo-British production, in fact. And it's headlined by two girls. So I'm very excited. And there's Paige Sandhu from the UK. It's about the suffragette movement, and I think a lot of people are very excited about it. So I'm so looking forward to starting that. I'm also in preparation, leaving for Cannes with L'Oreal very soon. So I'm prepping for the work to be done there for that. Apart from that, I'm reading a lot of stuff. I'm trying to find what I want to do next. As you know, I do work in other languages as well. So I'm looking at various scripts in Hindi, Tamil, Telugu. figuring out what I want to do. And for me, like I said, I'm a director's baby. So whether the director is very, very experienced and legendary or whether the director is new, I love to surrender to their vision. And I love to surrender and I love the process of making a film. So I'm really, really looking forward to jumping into another immersive experience. And I have to say that I am very
And
spoiled.
is there criteria
So,
also while you choose a
um,
script? When you choose a script, is there any something in your mind that, you know, this is the kind of role that I want to know, this is the kind of script I would love to do?
See, for me, the first thing is director. I'm a director's actor. I'm a director's baby. Um, the the whole immersive atmosphere that a director creates and the journey that they take you on, that is my fuel. I like to be challenged. I also like to be nurtured. I like to learn. I like to be a little child on set. So my first thing is that. And I also know that with an incredible director, you also get um, the heroine is not just a one-tone character. When an incredible director creates a complete heroine and they take you on a incredible journey. So that's what I'm looking for. And I know that I'll find something exciting. And I hope I do.